Welcome, this is the RPA champion, and in today's video you will be learning how to create pages in Blue Prism. Pages are important. Why? Because they allow us to create more logic inside the process. So I have opened a process that I already created and I have created a page. Let's see how to create a new page just by creating a new page and giving it a meaningful name. Now notice that I have the main page and then I have all of the other pages in order of creation. I can also decide to move the page as well. And like this, I can change the order of the page. I can duplicate or delete the different pages. So how do we work with pages? Now, to insert a page, all you have to do is drag and drop this. You will be presented with this screen. Now you have three options. You can either reference to an existing page that you are already created. You can automatically create a new page with this wizard, or you can add a new page without creating it or referencing it. So we will reference it since we have already created it. We get a choice to choose between our two pages. Let's choose page 1 and let's click on finish. Once we have created our page, let's click inside and let's see the different options that we are presented with. So inputs is going to be everything that we are going to be passing into our page. Let's say we have some variables that are going to be computed on that page and that we need to pass them from the main page. Those will go in inputs. Outputs, everything that is calculated on the second page and that we want to pass back into the main page will be passed in here. Now let's see how to configure these. So if we go to page 1, let's say we want to do some calculations. Let's take these data items that I have here and let's move them to page 1. So here we are going to do a calculation and we're going to pass the result of that calculation to the other page. So let's add two variables, data 1 and data 2, and let's store it in data 3. Very good. Now let's connect our links. Now let's click inside the calc stage, make sure everything is okay, and let's click on the start. Now here we would pass the variables. So let's say if we didn't have any variables and we're passing some data from the main page, this is where it would go and we would add it like this. But in our case, we're passing some data out of this page. So we have to go to the end and we have to add a variable. So let's call it out for simplicity reason, and let's make it into a number and let's get the value from data 3. As simple as that. Let's save our process. Make sure that you should give always your processes a meaningful name. Let's refresh this. Let's go back to page 1, and now we should get the data returned to us and inserted here. But first we have to configure this. Now we see that in output we have a variable. Now we have to store this variable somewhere. Let's store it in data 3. Now to recap one more time, we are doing a calculation here. We are adding two variables, data 1 and data 2, and we are storing it in data 3. At the same time, we are also created an out variable with data 3 inside. What that means is that all the data from data 3 is going to be passed outside of this page and is going to be passed here. So when we go here and we click on output, we can capture that result inside of data 3. So this should update accordingly. Let's see if our process has worked or we have to debug again. It has taken us automatically to the other page and now back to our process. And we see that it has updated with 59. Now I can erase this just to make sure that we are not using anything strange. Let's run this again. 54 plus 5 is 59. So this is basically how you use pages inside of a process. Why they are important? Because you're going to have a lot of logic, a lot of different components to your process. So it's good practice, and later we're going to see the Blue Prism template that actually shows you what the main page should look like and what the corresponding pages should look like to keep a good logic, so that when your processes fail, and they're going to fail often, they can be recovered successfully and they can restart and start from another place. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative for you. Please let me know what you think about my content, my channel, the videos. Let me know what you would like to watch. Thank you so much for watching again, and have a great day.